Testing, testing. There we go. Okay, now my mouth is moving. So this is just going to be a whole bit, I guess. So the short of it is this. Next weekend, me and some of my real life friends are going to stay in a castle somewhere in the Midwest. And while we are there, we will be doing a PowerPoint party. Which is, we all give absolutely serious PowerPoint presentations on absurd topics. Mine, that I have chosen, is Ratchet from Ratchet and Clank. The Lombax is the most fuckable furry. And I can prove it mathematically. Now, I'm not a furry, but I would let Ratchet do some unholy things to my ass. And so, in order to motivate myself to actually make the PowerPoint, I've decided to stream myself making the PowerPoint. But without further ado, let's get into it. Now, we're gonna need, first we need a mathematical means by which to prove that Ratchet is the most fuckable furry. To that end, I have created an absolutely nonsense mathematical equation. What I am calling the fuckability function. The function f will be equal to see here, what did I write down here? Get this up here so that I can actually see what I'm doing. Get you out of the way. Okay. So we're going to do P A E divided by C plus I. Now, what do each of these variables represent? F, obviously, fuckability. How fuckable is this character? P is physiology. Is this character actually physically fuckable? A, accessibility. How likely is this character to agree to be fucked? E, exoticism. Basically, there is a line between when a character qualifies as a furry and when they qualify as something else entirely. And I would say that that line lies somewhere around werewolf. Essentially, I would not classify a werewolf as a furry. Largely because, even though a werewolf may have the physiology necessary to fuck my ass, they are not exactly what you would call accessible. Now, there are wolf furries, but I would not classify them as the same thing as a werewolf, simply for the sheer differences between them. Not necessarily the differences between them, but simply because a werewolf doesn't have the accessibility of a wolf furry. A werewolf is significantly less likely to fuck me in the ass than it is to just rip my throat out and move along. Now, C and I. C is cringe. Is this character cringe? And I, intimidation. Basically, is this character, how intimidating are they? Are they a sociable, interactable person with good accessibility? Or are they an asshole? Are they a monster? This is our formula, our function. This is how we will determine how fuckable Ratchet is. I'm not a furry, but seems like an appropriate title for this. Now, first up, we're going to call this one the golden ratio. Basically, in order to be a furry, they have to be vaguely humanoid. A wolf is not the same thing as a wolf furry. They're just different beings. So a wolf furry and a wolf are not the same. A wolf does not qualify as a furry, even though it is quite furry, because it must be humanly familiar. So, this is where we're going to put of Ratchet. This is how I made presentations all through high school and college, is the most basic bare bones bullshit, because I suck at this type of stuff, but I'm doing it anyway. Honestly, Ratchet is probably peak male physique right there. Skinny, but capable. With a tail for an extra handle. No, I'm kidding. Next. Affability or accessibility. Basically, personality. Ratchet, in his early years, was very much the classic, like, how do you describe Ratchet? He was classic cool. And he made a lot of butt jokes, too. And butt joke. Everybody loves a butt joke. So this is where we're gonna put... Ah, nope, that's not what I wanted. Stop doing that. Crap. This goes away. There we go. Okay. And then there was the plumber. Where did my notes go? Here we are. Okay. But Ratchet is also notably very social. Ratchet is social. He gets along well with the people around him, for the most part. Very rarely outright hostile. So we're going to touch more on when he is hostile in a bit later. But there are basically very few situations in which Ratchet will be outright hostile to a person. And we'll cover those later. He has also demonstrated in some of his more recent incarnations anyway, emotional intelligence. Ratchet works very hard to get along with the people in his life. Specifically with Clank. He doesn't... It is a very rare writing faux pas when Ratchet dismisses somebody out of hand. And so Ratchet gets along really well with the people in his. third is exoticism. That's the wrong button. There we go. Basically, once again, humanoid form. However, Ratchet is not a human. Howdy, howdy, Collector Hayes. How you doing? Ratchet is an alien, but he is not too alien. He's got the ears, he's got the tail. But unlike most people in his galaxy, he also has 5 fingers. Well, 4 fingers and a thumb on each hand. No tentacles, no carapace. His physiology is very interactable. His species, the Lombax, are notably rare, being trapped in an interdimensional void as they are. The only other Lombax that we are aware of is Angela Cross. Angela and the devs are happy to forget her, so we can ignore her too. Now you might say, what about Rivet? Where's Rivet in all this? Well, Rivet is in another dimension. Next nearest Lombax is Rivet in Dr. Nefarious City. Now, that might change towards the end of A Rift Apart, but I don't know. I haven't finished it yet. No spoilers, please. Then there's the science fiction setting. Everybody knows that with technological advancements comes sexual advancements. Anytime there is ability to use technology, people will find a way to use it for sex. It's Rule 34 of the internet. If it exists, there's porn of it. Rule 34 of technology is if it exists, people will find a way to use it for sex. This implies that Ratchet is, at least to some degree, aware of other technologies, especially given that he is a mechanic and built a starship, that can be used in the bedroom. Now we have our denominators. One is cringe, as we mentioned before with the function. Cringe, basically, Ratchet has very little cringe history. Very little cringe history. And after Ratchet and Clank 1, when the developers moved on to Ratchet and Clank 2, going commando, they made a very concerted effort to rescue Ratchet. What this meant was that anytime Ratchet is angry or hostile, that anger or hostility is always directed away from Clank or in the defense of Clank. This is because the worst part of Ratchet 1 was when Ratchet and Clank were fighting. They were arguing, they were bitching. Specifically, they were fighting each other. Ratchet was pissed at Quark, Captain Quark, for betraying them. Whereas Clank recognized the threat that Quark was posing to the galaxy at whole, and their differing perspectives on how to approach this problem resulted in them fighting. But Clank is always right, so... The second, next, Ratchet is a mechanic and explorer. Kira, hello! Glad to see you. We're making a PowerPoint today because I have to make this PowerPoint for a party that I'm going to. And I need to actually buckle down and make the PowerPoint because the party is next weekend. Capable and competent. So, yeah, basically, me and some real life friends are going to spend a weekend in a castle. We do this vacation every 2 years where we go and we spend some time just as a group. There's like 10 of us. And so while we're there, we're gonna do a PowerPoint party where we all make unreasonable, absurd PowerPoints about things and present them before the group. I don't know what anybody else is doing, but mine is why Ratchet from Ratchet and Clank is the most fuckable furry. And I need to actually, like, make the PowerPoint if I'm going to present it at the party. It's going to be a ton of fun. Yeah. Over a whole bunch of dice. Oh well. Accept. Spin off. I can ignore that for now. Okay. Now, the spin-offs of Ratchet and Clank were things like Ratchet and Clank Size Matters. These games were not made by the original crew. They were made by a different team that somehow got permission to make them. And that crew were under the idea that the grittier, angrier Ratchet was a better Ratchet. They were also wrong. So, but because the games are spin-offs, we can count them as non-canon. Bob canon. Non-canon. Then we come to the intimidation factor. Intimidation factor. Armed and capable, but non-hostile. Friendly appearance. Ratchet is friend-shaped. Ratchet only ever shows outright hostility against people in one of 3 situations. One, you are Captain Quark. Captain Quark is one of the very few specific individuals who Ratchet will show clear and outright aggression towards. Two, you directly threaten Clank. If you threaten Clank, Ratchet will fuck you up. We see this most notably in Ratchet and Clank 2, where Ratchet will, when you arrive on the planet Barlow, and one of the Thugs for Less bikers threatens Clank. He's like, you better get out of here before I flatten your robot. And Ratchet famously says, touch him and it's Plasma City. So Ratchet is very defensive of Clank. And then 3, you are between Ratchet and his destination. Basically, you are a nobody NPC enemy. It's basically only in one of these 3 situations where Ratchet will be directly hostile to a person. Even Dr. Nefarious doesn't really rise to the level of outright hostility that even Captain Quark has earned. Mostly, for the most part, Ratchet views Dr. Nefarious as sort of a bumbling moron, which he absolutely is. He's just a surprisingly competent bumbling moron. Next would be comparison. To head comparisons. We would obviously include the primary, not necessarily competitor, but comparative point. Sonic. Now, I've never played a Sonic game. Not in my life. I have, however, seen a little bit of Sonic Boom. And as funny as Sonic Boom is, Sonic will have a higher fringe score. We could also compare to, I think it's Wolf O'Donnell. Hang on, let me double check that. Is his name Wolf O'Donnell? Wolf O'Donnell. Yes. Wolf O'Donnell. Now, as much as I love a good Irish name, oh my god. Yeah, that's going to be some art we use. Oh, nice, I caught the Riolu. Wolf O'Donnell, similar field of employment, but higher intimidation score. Then we would need another... We need another point of comparison. Would Lucario count as a furry? Because, like... Lucario falls within that sort of area of, like, Pokemon that might be considered furries are at a bit of a unique category. Let's see what the internet has to say. Does Lucario count as a furry? It appears a poll was done 3 years ago on Reddit that determined yes, Lucario counts as a furry. Lucario would actually have a very low accessibility score. On account of it being unable to communicate beyond saying its name. Due to communication. Now, before all of this, let me just double check, because I want to be right about this. Yes, here we are. The Jack Harkness test. In order for any creature to be considered, shall we say, relationable, it must pass the Jack Harkness test. Jack Harkness being the character from Doctor Who will flirt with anyone the Harkness test. The Harkness test has 3 components. 1, is it sentient? Or does it have human or greater intelligence? Essentially, sentient is not quite adequate for the determination of is something fuckable, because some plants are sentient. And that doesn't... You're not going to have sex with a dandelion. At least not the way it is. A dryad with dandelion features, of course. But a dandelion itself, no. The next part is 2. Can it talk or otherwise communicate with language? This is the real sticking point for why Lucario, despite being considered a furry, cannot beat Ratchet in fuckability. Because Lucario can only communicate by saying its name. The same thing goes for Gardevoir. You heard it here, folks. Gardevoir does not pass the Harkness test. Then the third component of the Harkness test is, are they mature for their species? 3, are they mature for this species? Now, you might say, some people might refer to this as sexual maturity, but that can still land you in hot water, since sexual maturity does not necessarily correlate with acceptable age. So, basically, are they an adult? Are they developed enough to understand the consequences of such actions? So, in order for any creature to pass the Harkness test, it must answer yes to these 3 questions, and, most notably, fucking bot, get out of here. It must pass the most important the most important factor of any of this. It must consent. Consent is key to everything, folks. Now, Ratchet can consent. He is mature for his species. He is a grown-ass adult. Ratchet is grown enough that in Ratchet and Clank, A Rift Apart, he begins to wonder if he is washed up. That is 30-year-old behavior right there. Can it talk or otherwise communicate with language? Yes. Ratchet speaks several languages. Is it sentient? Does it have human or greater intelligence? Ratchet built a spaceship out of scrap. He also built an untested gravimetric warp drive from Blargian scrap metal. I would argue that Ratchet is more intelligent than most humans. Counter points. 1. Clank. We must address the robot in the room. Clank. Clank, being present, might turn some people off. However, I love me a robot character. I love a robot character. I love Clank. I love Edie. I love Legion. I love a robot character. So he is not a bug, but a feature. Clank, notably more intelligent than Ratchet, would be an excellent conversation partner. I would argue that the presence of Clank is not a negative. Not a negative. Though he can likely be asked to step away or politely look the other way. Go play cards with Bridgebot or something. 2. He is a fictional character and not real. If that's your hang-up, you've come to the wrong place. If that is your hang-up, you're in the wrong place. Look, I read AO3. I read fan fiction. I read some hard smut. People being fictional? Not a problem. Now, we need one more point of contrast. We need one more counter argument. One more counterpoint. What's a good third counterpoint? What's a good counterpoint? I don't know. We'll have to come back. We'll have to find another counterpoint later. Conclusions. Oh, you know what? That's a good counterpoint. What about X character? Insert any other character there. I am confident in my results. Run them through the function. I am confident in my results. There we go. A third counterpoint. Conclusions. Ratchet is mathematically the most fuckable furry. And then I think I'll put like an honorable mentions slide here for other high rating furries. I'll have to find a few to put here just for comedy's sake. Actually, this should go before the conclusion. That way the conclusions come out at the end. Now I just have to put in all the little details. Large furry ears and long off tail. Jeez, all of a sudden I'm getting a whole lot of notifications. All right. Yeah, that's the end of my notes here. So, all right, that gives me the basic outline. Now I just need to throw the rest together. But because throwing it all together will likely incur certain, shall we say, copyrightable problems, I'm not going to do that on stream. Instead, I'm going to put this away for now. We're going to take a short break here, and then I will be back with probably some Monster Hunter in just a few minutes. So, go get some water, use the restroom. Oh, thank you for the hydrate, Collector Hayes. There we go. I am hydrated. I'm gonna finish my chili dog here. We're gonna take a short break. We'll be back in about 5 minutes. 5, maybe 10 minutes. Fill up your drink, use the restroom, and we'll be back with some Monster Hunter. See you soon. Actually, I just got a notification from one of the friends who's also giving a presentation at this vacation. It is the title slide of her presentation, The Unhinged World of Neopets, Chaos in an Economic Hellscape. I am excited. Okay. We're back. Now I just need to switch this. And kill my background music. Oh, hang on. There you are. Come on. Let's go. Don't make me use the backup. Alright, we're using the backup. Or maybe the whole game crashed. God damn it. Okay. And I guess we're going to do Hollow Knight again. There we go. Okay. Here we go. Alright, so now, in order to get the dash, because I looked it up after the end of stream last night, oops, we have to complete the green path and defeat Hornet. Whoops, that's not what I wanted. I keep trying to dash and... Oh. There we go. Shit. Shit. I am not doing great. I'm gonna jump up here. rest at the bench. And I don't have a map for this area. Ooh, love those stats. Yeah, they're great. I mean, special attack could be better, but for perfect defense and fantastic speed, I'll take it. Does that back down with food? Yeah. I finished the basic framework for the PowerPoint, but unfortunately, going and digging up some references, the actual research process itself might run into some copyrightable territory. So I'm going to not do any of that right now. I'm instead going to just set it aside for now. I'll do the research on my own time. And then after next weekend, when I've done the PowerPoint, I'm going to make a video doing the actual PowerPoint, the finished product. Shit. Oh. Shit. All right, you turn around and go the other way. There we go. You know, I didn't realize you could do that. Oh, get. Get. Oh, come on. That's some nonsense. Hey, it's our buddy. Isn't this a contrast from the crossroads? Such a humid, lively place. The roads twist and turn in the most wonderful ways. I've done my best to chart the area ahead, though I must admit some of the area's inhabitants proved quite a nuisance. Purchase a map? Absolutely. Shit. There's a Rhyhorn in chat. Okay, it's cool that you can parry this guy. Ah! Those who stray from the White King's roads shall face the law of Oon. What's the law of Oon? Knew that was suspicious. Oh shit. Whoop. Wow. Yeah, motherfucker. There's Hornet again. know those guys could climb up the walls, but okay. Get. Let's set up. Oop, oop, oop. Okay, I don't think this is where I want to be just yet. What's over here? Ah! Wait. Oh. That's dangerous. I don't want to touch those. Okay, so I can't go there just yet. We're gonna head back this way and keep following Hornet. Pull a machine with the symbol of a bench. Insert geo? Yes. Okay. Now we keep going up. Shit. Oh, I just came from here. Oh, come on. That's some nonsense. There we go. Got my stuff back. God, that big beef monster is gonna be a problem later. There we go. Rest a moment. Then onwards. Shit. Shit. Ooh, Corvus Squire. The greater mind has once dreamed of leaf and cast these caverns so. The greater mind once dreamed of leaf and cast these caverns so. In every bush and every vine, the mind of Un reveals itself to us. Shit. Shit. Come on. That's some nonsense. But let's head back down rather than risking it. There we go. There's one out of the way. Shit. You always fall just a little too far. Oh, that's some nonsense. I think we're going this way. There we go. Oh shit, he can just use my abilities against me. Oh shit, I thought he was gonna try to spit at me. God damn it. that leads back up to there. What's over here? Okay, so it's one of those things. Okay. One of the grubs. Get. Get. God damn. Oh, come on. Ah. Got him! Yes! Finally! I find a bench immediately, I'm gonna be mildly annoyed. Yeah. There we go. It's further over here. Oh, he angry. He angry. Come on, then. Get. Ah, shit. Come on. Shit. 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 Come on. Got him. Yes. Haha. First try. Are you okay? Yes. Saved you. Just what do you think you're doing? You dare come between me and my prey? Is it a habit of yours to scurry along, get in the way and causing bother? Know this, Kerr, I am Zote the Mighty, knight of great renown. Cross me again, and you'll find out why they call my weapon Lifender. Okay, buddy. Whatever you say. Shit. Shit. Oh, and Zote's gone. Actually, all these little fellas will be a great source of healing. I just spend a few minutes grinding. There we go. Now I'm all topped up. Just a few of these things dead, and I'm already... Shit. I'm already fucking up! Yes, just a few of those things dead, and I'm already fucking up. There we go. Finally got through all that. Shit. Oh, that was a little too close. I think I have gone the wrong way. Yeah, I think in order to go that way, I need the dash. So let's head back this way. Go to Horny Jail says, don't you dare go hollow. I don't... Is that a concern? Should I be concerned about going hollow? I mean, the game is called Hollow Knight. I assumed I was already hollow. Also, I can't go to Horny Jail. I live there. Oh, no! I guess I shouldn't expect you to know the reference. Unfortunately, I don't. Shit. Dead. There we go. There's another little grub. Oh shit, he can just shoot over. Oh. Come no closer, ghost. I have seen you creeping through the undergrowth, stalking me. This old kingdom, a terrible thing awakens. I can smell it in the air. I know what you are. I know what you'll try to do. I can't allow it. Get. Why did she call me ghost, though? That's a curious use of word. Get. Bye-bye now. Yeah, we're skipping past you. Ah, shit. Shit. God damn. I wish there was a closer bench. Maybe there is one. Oh, that's some nonsense. Oh, there's a Sinisty in chat. Dynasty has been caught by Collector Hayes. Nice work. Oh. There we go. I arrive with full health and almost full soul. Alright, this time for realsies. Just gonna clip that and make sure I have it for when I immediately lose. Shit. Ah, shit. 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 Oh, that's... Yep. Beefed it, just as I knew. There we go. Oh. Oh, that... Come on. You'll get there soon enough. I know I will eventually, but it's still frustrating. Oh, that's... Things may seem bleak right now, but they're gonna get a whole lot worse. I'm sure they will. Oh. Oh, come on. I think the thing that frustrates me most about this fight is that I'm not even losing because I'm getting hit by her attacks. I'm losing because my character is crossing over and touching hers. And that's what's frustrating me. Most aren't used to how small and nimble the knight is, but soon enough you'll get the hang of it. Yeah. Either that or I'll finally hit a stroke of luck and just get past. One or the other. Could be both. If I could dodge myself... that would be a different story. This fight would be a lot easier if I had a dodge action that I could do myself. But I know that I have to defeat Hornet here in order to get it. In order to get the dash action. Shit. God damn. Oh, that's some nonsense, but oh well, whatever. Oh, that's the wrong way. Ah. Okay. All right, past the second. Oh, that was a little too close. Oh, oh. 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 Jump. Come on. Ah, didn't jump in time. Shit. There we go. Back to full health. Oh. Ah, damn it. Damn. We're getting further. We're getting further. We knocked her down 3 times that time. I'm guessing she's got either probably 1 or 2 more. So I have to knock her down either 4 or 5 times. Whoops. Shit. 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 Oh, that's... I just... You can just dive across the whole screen. That's some nonsense. I need to be more defensive. Stop attacking before she attacks and start attacking after. I think that'll make it easier for me. Thank you for the posture check and the hydrate, horny jail. Ah, there we go. I was all kinds of hunched over. Too close. Oop.
Shaw! Shaw!
Shit. Oh, damn it. There we go. Got this. Got this. Got her. Yes. Yes. Finally. Taken the Mothwing Cloak. Press right trigger to dash forwards. Use the cloak to dash quickly along the ground or through the air. Would it seek to break the seals? They cannot be undone. They must be undone. Let us sleep, little shadow. Return to your darkness. Allow us our peace. What the fuck is this? What the fuck is this? Hey, we go. Yep. Okay. What are you? Oh, right, that's where the grub was. All right, now we can go this way. There we go. there's more Pecco in chat. Shit. Oh, more Pecco got away. Do not have map for this area. That is fine. Shit. God damn. Whose idea was this? I wonder if controller remap controls. Okay, it won't let me use that button. Okay, that's fine. Man. I mean, I'm glad my ghost isn't in that chamber, but... That was close. Shit. Shit. God damn. God, this is almost as bad as Hornet herself. Shit. There we go. Ah. I'm an idiot. That's why this is difficult. It's difficult because I'm an idiot. I'm trying to fight both of them at the same time, when really you should stand close to one so that it doesn't do shit, and then fight the other one. It's difficult because I'm an idiot. Shit. Shit. Oh. Boulder shell. Okay, so I can't go there. Okay. Let's head back up to the surface, if we can. Yeah, let's head back to the Forgotten Crossroads. Oh. I forgot those spikes were there. And those ones. Okay, so this is okay. Just gonna get okay. Okay, I was concerned for a moment. Yeah. Thorns of Agony. Don't know what that or the other thing we got does, but... Actually, can we... When taking damage, sprout thorny vines that damage nearby foes. That seems useful. Balder Shell. Protects its bearer with a hard shell while focusing soul. The shell is not indestructible and will shatter. Oh, that's some nonsense. Oh well, at least it's not in any particular difficult area. Like amongst the Thorns of Agony. Shit. Shit. Oh, I've already been down there anyway. Doesn't matter. You approach fearless. I would not say I approach fearless. Although I was going to do that voice with the low rumble, but I have a little bit of a sore throat, so it's not going to work. You approach fearless. Are you a hunter like me? Do you feel the urge inside to stalk, to kill, to understand? Take it. My journal, it will aid you. At first, the text may seem difficult to discern, but a learned hunter will come to understand its words. Venture the depths of this land and slay its beasts. Prove yourself worthy to bear the mark of hunter. Take the hunter's journal.
Juro Noctuba.
Ooh, there's a Lilip in chat. Is Hornet in here? She is. Jade, echo of her previous life, defeated to retake its power and become whole. Each of us leaves an imprint of something when we die, a stain on the world. I don't know how much longer this kingdom can bear the weight of so many past lives. Hornet, skilled protector of Hallownest's ruins, wields a needle and thread. Defeat one more to decipher the hunter's notes. Oh, he's gone. Sorry if I missed you. If you're feeling lost, why not pop up to our store in Dirtmouth and purchase a map of this area. Available now for an excellent price. There's another grub. we're back here. Okay. I know where I am now. Get. Oh, come on. I pressed the jump button. There we go. Who are you? Nail thing. You wear that nail with ease. If you're in search of combat, you'll find no great warriors in this decaying burrow. I've heard an arena exists somewhere below, one built for our like. Meet me there and we'll test what skills you possess. I'll be heading down soon. Come find me if you dare. You there? Why are you skulking about the shadows? Yes, your eyes do not deceive you. I am Zot the Mighty, a knight of great renown. Tremble before me. While you were hiding in here, in your dingy little village, I ventured into the dark pit below and slew a great beast. It had sharp mandibles and atrocious manners. Do you mean the thing we rescued you from? Yes, yes, all glory to me. But I do not have time for your adulation. I must rest and prepare for my next journey down.
Papa nada.
What do you have? Take a key. Gathering swarm. There we go. All right. I think I'm going to call it here. Thank you to those of you who came. Now let's take a quick look here. And because we have some viewers, we're actually going to raid out. Let me bring this up. Let's see who's live. Let's raid out into... Let's do Blue Orchid. That's her name. She is currently streaming Schedule 1 and is in the middle of a subathon labeled Emergency Subathon. So, not sure what that's about, but I'm sure we'll find out eventually. But yeah, we are going to raid out into Blue Orchid. Thank you for coming to all of you. Next stream will be tomorrow evening with the conclusion of Killer Frequency. So, we'll see how that concludes. Who is the Whistling Man? We'll find out tomorrow, I guess. Alright. Thank you for coming. And I will see you all in the next stream. Goodbye.